Mhm. Hey guys, I don't know if you can hear me or not. Please let me know if you guys can hear me. This is my first time using my laptop. Thank you. Can you guys hear me? Oh, okay. Great. So, I just wanted to check in with you guys. I'm trying to get used to doing live, so please bear with me. Please bear with me. I wanted to talk to you guys about what you guys are doing to prepare for your kingdom marriage. First off, how is everyone doing tonight? How's everybody doing? Did everybody have a good day? Okay, can you guys tell me where you're from? As many of you guys may know, I'm from Chicago. I'm doing good. I had a good day. I had a good day. Thank you. The chat is small, so I'm trying to get used to this. California, New York. Okay. So, again, we're going to be talking about what are you doing to prepare for your kingdom marriage. And so, how many of you guys know that you are in your season for kingdom marriage? Louisiana. Hi, how are you? If you know that you're in a season for your kingdom marriage, please put it in the chat that this is my season. Please put it in the chat. This is my season for marriage. This is my season for marriage. And this is my season for marriage. Yes. So I wanted to talk about this because there's been a lot going on with kingdom marriages. As you guys know, there's people that you may follow on YouTube, and these people are getting married. And I'm so happy that God is allowing us to witness this because there's been so many videos where people are talking about kingdom marriage deception, basically saying that a lot of prophetic voices are basically lying and they're trying to deceive a lot of people that's in expectation for marriage. So I'm so glad that God is allowing us to witness this right before our very eyes. So, again, we're going to be talking about what are you doing to prepare for your marriage promise. And so, if you guys want to put it in the chat, some of the things that you are doing, I would love to see that. I would love to see that. What are some of the things that you're doing to prepare for your marriage? So, one of the things that I have talked about when it comes to preparing for kingdom marriage is spending time with God, cleaning up my diet, and stopped birth control. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm working on my diet too. I'm trying to get back down to a certain size. So I'm working on that. But one of the things that I usually talk about is spending time with God because there's a lot that God wants to reveal to us, but we have to make time for Him. Was looking on David Bridal's website. Okay, so when are you actually going to go into the store? When are you going to go into the store to try on some dresses? So that's actually what happened to me today. I was running some errands and I ran across a boutique, and I think I seen my wedding dress in the window, and I actually met the owner. She was closing up. So I'm actually going to make an appointment next week to go get fitted. So I've ran across a lot of wedding dresses, and I've been hearing for a while that I need to pick out my wedding dress. So that is something that I'm going to be doing. I was so excited about that. So excited. So I feel like God, he keeps telling me like to start like a women's group. I don't know if I would do that with like a membership or something like that, but I feel silly going. Why do you feel silly? That's what brides are supposed to do, right? They're supposed to go and get fitted for their wedding dresses and start looking for the style that they want. Why do you feel silly, classy woman? Why do you feel silly? If this is your season for marriage, no prospects in sight. So the thing about it is, the Bible says that faith without works is dead. So if you're believing God for a husband, if you don't know who that person is, then you have to actually put some action behind what you believe, behind your faith. So there's nothing silly about that. I have heard of women that have said, I don't know who my husband is, but they have went to like try on dresses. I was in class with a woman and I talked about this a couple of months ago. The woman, she knew who her kingdom husband was, but they were in separation. This woman, she had two wedding dresses. She had everything picked out down to her hairstyle, her shoes, her purse. She had everything picked out. I heard of another woman. She she didn't know who her husband was going to be, and so she went on into the bridal shop, and she was telling them that she did not have a husband, but she knew that God was telling her that she was going to be getting married. So I wouldn't, if you're more so worried about what people might say, I wouldn't worry about that. You have to worry about what God has told you. If God has told you that this is your season for marriage, then that's what you have to stand on and that's what you have to believe in. That's what you have to stand on and believe in. Let me see. What are you guys saying? No prospects in sight. Do you feel like God has told you that this is your season for marriage? I've been praying, dieting, therapy, and improving my cooking skills. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. But yeah, I'm going to be going to get fitted for my potential wedding dress next week. I don't really want to go to like a store. I've always seen myself like going to a boutique and maybe getting my dress custom made. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have actually two boutiques that I'm gonna be checking out. Well, the thing of it is, I don't know what they ask with. Well, I guess they would ask that. What is the date? You don't know what to tell them when they ask what the date is. You can just tell them that you don't have a date right now, but you want to make sure that you're prepared. So I know there's a lot of women that would be more than understanding. And a lot of times when we act on faith, if we don't have all the answers, that may encourage another woman, somebody else in the store, to do the exact same thing. So I really would not worry about what people think. If you know that God has told you that you're in your season for marriage, I would just go and do it. At the end of the day, the people at the store, they want the business anyway. They want the business. They don't really care about if you have somebody or not. I'm trying to, the chat is so small. I'm thinking the courthouse type marriage. Should I still look for a dress? Yes, you should still look for a dress. I know people, they don't even go to like bridal shops or boutiques or anything like that. I've seen people, they've gotten married in jeans. They have went and gotten like $20 dresses, $100 dresses. It's all up to you. I'm somebody, I don't really want to spend a lot of money when it comes to a wedding. I rather put that money like towards property or something like that. So I don't want to spend a lot of money because it's so many other things I feel like I can be investing my money in. A lot of people, they spend a lot of money on weddings, and I don't really think it's that serious, but it's, to each his own, whatever you decide to do. I feel like God is telling me that this is my season for marriage. Yeah, well, if you feel like that, I feel like, and that's what we're talking about tonight. What are you doing if you feel like this is your season for marriage? So, let me see. I want a big, beautiful ring, a month in a property. Oh, wow. Okay. You know what? I've always wanted a really big ring, but God has already told me when my kingdom spouse come, my ring is not going to be big. And so that's another thing. Like, a lot of these spouses, if you guys know who your kingdom spouse is, a lot of them, God is just going to have an encounter with them and they're going to come and propose to you. Some of them, they may not even have a lot of money. If they're a prodigal or something like that, then a lot of them, they're blowing their money. So we probably should get out of the habit. Like, it would be nice to have a big ring, but it's not a huge deal to me. God revealed to me several times, you're not going to have a big ring when this thing comes together. So I'm fine with it now because I know that that's something, that we can grow towards or whatever. So I feel like I said, a lot of people, your spouse, they're just going to have an encounter one day and then they're just going to come and propose. So if they don't have a large ring, are you going to turn them down? Are you going to turn them down if they don't come with a large ring? Okay, the chat is moving kind of fast now. Make sure I'm looking on point every day. Well, you said you're confused about the whole kingdom marriage thing because you've been struggling to know if God will replace someone who isn't being obedient. Do you feel like God has told you that this person is your kingdom spouse? Because if he's told you, he's going to reveal it over and over and over again. So I feel like I've done a video on that, but I may end up doing another video on that. God is going to reveal in a number of ways that this person is your kingdom spouse. So, like, I'm a dreamer. I see visions a lot. God has given me a lot of dreams about my kingdom spouse, probably more than anything else. And as you guys know, I don't know if you seen my live the other day where I was talking about resistance when it comes to the kingdom spouse. That's kind of the state that I'm in right now. I'm kind of like in and out, where half the time I don't want to discourage you guys, but like I said before, I have to be honest about how I feel. Half the time I don't want to be bothered, but God has already told me that this is how I'm going to be when my spouse returns, that I'm not going to really want it. Now, somebody that was they made a comment on the other video the other live that I did the other day, and they were saying that they watched another prophetic voice, and the person was saying, this is how you know that you're close to your marriage season. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some research on that, but God should be revealing in a number of ways, And so, again, when we talk about preparing for our marriage promise, the number one thing is making sure that you spend time with God, making sure that you spend time with God every day. And so I've been like really busy because my mom, she just relocated back to Chicago. So for the past few months, I've been helping her a lot. That's another reason I haven't been on here a lot. But prior to that, I was getting up every morning. Well, not every morning, but I was getting up a lot between the hours of like 3 and 6 o'clock. And I don't know what it is about those hours. A lot of people say like those are witch hours. Those are the hours where the earth is quiet, and so you can really hear from God during those times. Tequila Coleman talked about that on a video recently about that being the fourth watch. But if you guys try just like making a sacrifice, getting up early, and trying to spend time with God between the hours of like 3 and 6, I'm telling you, when I was doing that every day, it was like I was in another world. It was like I was in another world. And what is Jessica? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? She said, child. But yeah, it was like I was in another world, visions on top of visions. And like I said, I have a lot of dreams. So if you feel like you're not hearing from God when it comes to your kingdom marriage, make the sacrifice and make that the first thing that you do in the morning. Get up between 3 and 6. And I'm telling you, you're going to be blown away. I do get dreams, but it's always of us trying to get in contact, never making contact. I don't understand what you mean by that. Always making contact. Yes, Jessica, she's awesome. She is awesome. I love her. But yeah, guys, so we want the number one thing, like I said, making sure that you are spending time with God so you can hear exactly what he wants to do, when it comes to your kingdom marriage promise. That's the number one thing. The number one thing. So what else are you guys doing? Like I said, I'm going to go and get fitted next week. I'm serious about this. Something else I wanted to share with you guys. This is a little bit off topic, but many of you guys may want a new house, a new property, or something like that. I had a vision today of Keys opening a brand new house. So this is another way where you can activate what you want by coming into agreement with God. If you know that you want a house, and this is for you and your kingdom spouse, if you know that you want you guys to have a new house, go and start going to open houses. Go start going to open houses and start looking for the property that you want. So that's another thing that I'm going to be doing. But back to the topic, like I said, making sure that you're spending time with God, and then purpose is a big thing. Purpose. So when we talk about purpose, many of you guys, God has called you to have businesses and ministries. If you feel like God has revealed that to you, please put it in the chat. So, like, one of the things, part of my purpose is kingdom marriage. He had me to start this channel talking about kingdom marriage. I didn't know a thing about kingdom marriage. I thought I was going to be on here talking about business because I'm very much into entrepreneurship, but God had me to start talking about kingdom marriage. And so he's even calling me to do something else with this channel to take it to another step, but I'm still trying to get some revelation behind that. So do any of you guys feel like you are in purpose right now? I'm sleeping. You're in bed sleeping while you're on YouTube. You said I'll try to text him, but the text or call won't go through. Do you think that maybe he has you blocked? So that's another thing. And that was going to be another video, but I'll talk about that right quick. So one of my other subscribers, she was saying how every time she reached out to her kingdom spouse, he was always very short with her. And really, I guess he really didn't want to talk to her. My thing is with the kingdom spouses, if you know who they are, and they are I guess you can say breadcrumbing you. They don't want to talk. They're being rude. That means they need to miss you a little bit. And I'm not somebody that's into playing games or anything like that, but a person is not going to recognize your value until they actually miss you a little bit. So I'm not saying totally cut him off or whatever the case may be, but they need to miss you. I used to be the cutoff queen. I'm to be honest, I'm still kind of like that. When I feel like somebody is trying to abuse my kindness, they don't want to be bothered, you only have to tell me one time. You only have to tell me one time. So he may very well have you blocked if the messages won't go through. So I would use this time to just press into God. And, this is a time for you to really be working on yourself, diving into purpose, your ministry. If God has told you to start a business, also another thing is doing the inner and the outer work. Do you need to be healed in some areas if you guys may have had a rocky relationship in the past? So I don't know if any of this is making sense, but yeah. So let me see. So yeah, doing the inner and the outer work, like I said, right now, I'm God has really been pressing me to get back on point with my health. When I met my kingdom spouse, like this man, he and I talked about this in another video. This man, I was on a dating site, a dating website, and even though I wasn't really into that because I was always so busy with work and my business, I just said, let me get on a dating site. This man, he found me on a dating site. I was never on there because I didn't want to be on there in the first place. He came and found me on social media, and that's how we got together. So he was practically stalking me. So yeah, no baby, ghost them. So do you guys have any questions about anything? Any questions? Again, making sure that we're doing the inner and the outer work. God is something that God has told you to do when it comes to purpose. And that's going to be a big part of the kingdom marriage. I really want people, and I feel like I sound like a broken record when I always say the kingdom marriages are not about us, but I feel like I have to keep saying that. So let's just say like your kingdom spouse, they're a prodigal, they're living out in the world. God is going to use you to start the ministry, the business while he's working on your kingdom spouse. And then he's going to join the two of you guys together and you guys are going to be doing a work together for the kingdom. What about sex? What about sex marriage? What do you mean? Sex and marriage? I don't understand what you're asking. What about sex and marriage? Is that what you're saying? So, yeah, guys. So, I'm thinking about starting a group for like my subscribers. I don't know if it's going to be a membership or a private group, but I want to kind of start something where it would be like an accountability group and it would be like different challenges and stuff like that. Like I said, I feel like God is telling me, he's been telling me this. He's even given me like the name for the group, but I don't want to put it out there until I can get it trademarked. So, how many of you guys would be interested in something like that? Being a part of a group where you would meet every week and just doing things where you're self improving and you're moving in a direction to prepare for your kingdom marriage. If you're interested, please put it in the chat. Okay. Yeah, I'll put something together. I really feel like God, he be giving me a lot. I don't even know how I be keeping up with all this stuff, but I know it's all for the greater good. So So one of the things I want to know, like I said, if you guys know that this is your marriage season, when are you guys gonna go and start looking for your dresses? Don't worry about what other people are saying. When are you gonna start looking for your dress? And then what are you gonna do to in terms of your purpose? There is something that you are supposed to be doing. Now, like I've talked about before, I talked about this past week, a lot of people are supposed to be writing books. So I feel like everybody have a story. You can write a book to motivate and to encourage somebody. And also, when you write a book, there's so many opportunities that come from that. I have my dress picks, but I want it made. Yeah, I want mine made too. I don't want to buy a dress. I want to get it made. And like I said, I feel like I seen it on display today. I have a ton of bride pictures with different dresses and stuff. But like I said, I don't want to spend a whole lot of money. And so the other thing is going to look at rings for the groom. So I don't really know how that works. I think we're supposed to buy a ring for our husbands. Is that correct? I think that's how that goes. Like they propose to us, they give us the engagement ring, and then when the ceremony happens, we're supposed to exchange rings. Oh, Dr. LaShawn, it sounds like you want a big wedding, huh? It sounds like she want to go all out, and it's nothing wrong with that. It's absolutely nothing wrong with that because it's supposed to be one of the best days of your life. I've looked online for dresses. I haven't allowed myself to get too hyped because there's no telling how long this season may last. Well, but you still want to be prepared. Do you know who your kingdom spouse is? Ask Tasha, do you know who your kingdom spouse is? Okay, so what if he shows up at your doorstep tonight? Are you ready? Because many of the spouses, I've done a video on this, they're going to literally just pop up. They may pop up in the middle of the night. They're just gonna pop up, and that's just gonna be it. They're gonna be ready to tie the knot. So you want to make sure that you're ready. I know who my kingdom spouse is. I will be ready. And unfortunately, like I said, God has been constantly telling me your kingdom spouse is coming. I don't have a thing ready. So that's why I'm trying to oh, you want to go to, we can elope to Vegas. The Lord showed me to. Yeah, this is an exciting time, guys. This is such an exciting time. I've been trying to eat right, exercise, and drink more water. Yeah, I mean, like I said the other day, it our spouses, if we whether we know them or not, they're gonna love us regardless. But I want to feel more confident. Like when I met my kingdom spouse, like I was nice. And then I had a business. A lot of times when you're an entrepreneur, you're really busy and things just get off track. So God has even told me, I put it in the live the other day, that he want a lot of us to start just walking again. So I've been doing that this week, walking, just getting started somewhere. And then I've been trying to do like more plant-based foods as well. More plant-based foods. So, do you guys have any questions? It was a man in a chat asking about sex and marriage. I want to know what he's talking about with that. Does anyone else have a significant age gap as well? Me and my spouse, we're the same age. It really doesn't matter. I mean, it's all about the love at the end of the day. If this is who God has told you, you're to be with, I mean, this is who you're supposed to be with. So, how do you feel about the age difference? Is your spouse older than you or younger than you? Okay, I don't know what you're asking. What about sex and marriage? Can you elaborate on that? What are you asking? Are you able to have sex in marriage? Yeah, once you tie the knot, yeah, you guys can have sex. I don't know what you're asking with that. Now, I will say this for those of you guys that know your kingdom spouse and you guys have been in a relationship with, and I still I don't know what you're saying. You're gonna have we marriage. I don't know what you're saying, but for those of you guys who have been in a relationship with your kingdom spouse, and you guys, let's just call it what it is, you were fornicating, you guys were in a romantic relationship. If you know that you're really attracted to your spouse, like I'm going to use myself, me and my kingdom spouse, we had sexual chemistry out of this world. After everything that I've been through with this journey from start to finish, there's no way we are doing anything until we are married. I'm just not going to do it. So you guys, I really want you to make a commitment before God to say that you're going to do the same thing. If you have not officially tied the knot, do not, you've put in too much work to just go and fornicate. Now, I have heard situations where things have happened and people still have gotten married, but that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. I want to be married. I don't want to do any more fornicating. I don't want to do any of that. I want to be your wife and then we can consummate the marriage. Yeah. 16 years younger. Well, that's fine. It's nothing wrong with that. If that's who God has called you to marry, it's nothing wrong with that. You know what? Is it Mia Love? I am not touching that subject. I know Tequila Coleman, she did I think a live one that the other day, and somebody else actually did a live on that, and I don't know. I got to go before God because to be honest, I'm not in agreement with things like anal sex and stuff, but I don't know. It was a deep live that she did. Somebody else, his name is Abendigo. He has a huge following. He's an African guy and he talks a lot about the kingdom of God, just different stuff that's going on a spiritual level. He did a live on that, and I can't touch that subject. I gotta do some research on that. And most importantly, you gotta take it to God. What is God telling you to do? You said tequila meth. Oh yeah, that's why I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch it because I'm like, I need to do some research behind this because yeah, I was messed up too. I had to have conversation with God after she did that live. Tequila, she don't be messing around. She does not be messing around. Thank you, Tara, for the seed. Thank you so much. God bless you. Yeah. So I can't really dive too much into that because I don't know. I don't want to dive too much into it. I don't want to put out there how I fully feel about it, but I had conversation with God after she did that teaching. So, yeah. Because for years, I've heard people in the church where they've said that as long as you're married, anything goes. I've heard that for years, but obviously, that may not be correct information. So I gotta continue to go before God and then do some research on that. But I see there's a lot of prophetic voices that's talking about that now. Queen Esther, how do you feel about prophetic voices saying God gives us options to choose from? When you say God gives us options to choose from, what are you talking about? Are you talking about other mates? What are you talking about exactly? Queen Esther, I think I've watched her channel a couple times in the past. I don't watch as many people as I used to when it comes to prophetic voices. There's probably about 5 or 6 people that I really follow. And that's another thing. Um, you guys have to be led by the Spirit of God when it comes to this kingdom marriage and all these videos that's on YouTube, because a lot of these people, they're trying to deceive you. They're trying to get views. Some of them, they're witches. Um, I don't know. I even have to do a video on that because I got some revelation. I don't know if you guys seen Tequila's seen Tequila's live that she did, I think last week or whatever. So now after some revelation, there's some videos that I have to take down because I was following somebody and God had already given me a dream and I got revelation behind Tequila's teaching. So other mates, I don't believe in other mates. Are you talking about like divine replacements? I feel like God, he only creates one person for you. That's honestly what I feel in my heart. He only creates one person. Now, there's a big thing floating around on YouTube that God will send another. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. And so I can only speak for my own situation. But I don't believe in that. When I encountered my kingdom spouse and I didn't even know anything about kingdom marriage at the time, I felt like I was at home. It was like the other half of me. So I don't believe in it. Yeah, I don't believe in it. There's no such thing as divine replacements. And to be honest with you, like I said, I wish it was so much that I could tell you guys. That's why I really want to consider starting this group. But I in the beginning, like I asked God so many times, can you please send me somebody else? Please send me somebody else. I don't want him. God, he wasn't trying to hear what I was saying because once again, the kingdom marriages, they're not about us. There's something that we're supposed to be doing on the earth when it comes to the kingdom of God for with our spouses. Yeah. Yes. Yep. So it goes deeper than just, love and sex and all this other stuff. There's a heavy attack on the people of God. There's just a heavy attack on kids, just people on the earth, period. We're supposed to be bringing people to salvation and things of this nature. And there's something that we're supposed to be doing to help save God people. And I feel like we're supposed to be doing this with our spouses. But yeah, this has not been an easy walk at all. This has not been an easy walk. I don't know how you guys feel, but usually when when the weather gets nice, the summertime comes around, years ago, I would be out going on dates and stuff like that. I can't do any of that now because once God has revealed to you who your kingdom spouse is, you're not supposed to be doing any of that. So, I don't know. I mean, I keep myself busy a lot. And that's another major thing, just keeping yourself busy, doing what God has told you to do. I mean, to be honest, I don't even focus on my spouse a lot like that. I'm kind of in and out, but I know a lot of people, they've said that they're heartbroken. They feel like they can't get through another day because of the separation. There's some things that you're supposed to be doing because you're not supposed to be focused on your kingdom spouse so much. Of course, we want to pray for them every day and keep them covered and things of that nature, but we have to get busy with purpose, healing, making sure that we're delivered in the areas that we're supposed to be delivered in. Let's see. Yeah, it can be overwhelming. It's been a lot. Yeah, it's been a lot. But yeah, that's why we got to continue to go before the Lord, make sure that we're praying and standing on his word. Yeah, the counterfeits, they're out of here. I don't know if any of you guys seen my video the other day. It was almost an hour long. But basically, a lot of the counterfeits that are with the kingdom spouses that you're supposed to be with, a lot of them are thinking that they are going to get married to the kingdom spouses, and they are not. They've come into agreement with the kingdom of darkness. And so a vision that I had, it was a counterfeit in a black dress, and she was jumping off of a beach dock. And so the God is saying that these counterfeits, they're completely out of here. So I really would not worry about the counterfeits. Me, I know counterfeits, they've been a big thing for a lot of like the God ordained spouses or the kingdom spouses. Counterfeits, they were never a threat to me. Never a threat because again, I know my value when it comes to my kingdom spouse. Yeah, and then yeah, as you're getting closer and God is doing a work in you, he's gonna distance you from friends and family. I've went through that as well. And so it hasn't been easy, but at the end of the day, I choose God. I choose God. A lot of my family don't understand why I have had to step away. It's continuous conversation about if I'm going to come back around, and God has not released me to go back around these people. So no, we have to do what God wants us to do. It is definitely judgment time. And so even with family members, a lot of people, they're doing things in our families behind the scenes that you guys are not even aware of. God showed me that in a dream, and this is why he was calling me to separate from a lot of family members. Isolation period. It's a part of the process. Yeah, isolation is something else. But you know what? God also showed me that for the people that he has called to separate from friends and family, he's going to give you new friends and family members. Well, new friends, and then your friends are going to be like family. Sometimes your friends, they're just like family. So yeah, he's going to give you a whole new group of people, and you're going to be able to trust them completely, and they're going to be like family. He showed me that in a dream a while ago. I was supposed to put out a video about that. You said you shared with your friends and definitely repented. What did you share with them? Did you share with them who your kingdom spouse was? Yeah. So, yeah, you guys are touching on a lot of subjects where I'm supposed to like be doing separate videos and separate lives. So, yeah, one of the things I was going to talk about, if you know who your kingdom spouse is, I recommend that you don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. If God gives you the clearance to maybe tell a person or two, that's okay. But I would recommend don't tell anybody, because what you just said about the kingdom spouse family plan, a major part. I also have dealt with that situation. And then there's a lot of people like that you think that's your friends, best friends, close friends, family members, cousins, whatever. A lot of these people, they're jealous of you. So they're sidelining, trying to, talk about you behind your back. They're doing witchcraft, just all types of stuff. All types of stuff. I've dealt with a lot of stuff when it comes to my family. Um, and I was told a while ago that a lot of people, they in my family and people that I knew, there's a situation where there's jealousy. And I never understood that. I never understood that because people don't know the stuff that I go through. Prophetic people, we go through a lot of stuff, but they're looking on the outside and they think that you have it all together. So, but if you know who your kingdom spouse is, please do not tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. So I told two people, and I made mention that was a while ago. I don't even talk about it now. I just keep it to myself. So now, I guess I have you guys to talk to about it because I can't talk to them. Yeah, they don't understand the kingdom spouse journey. And so one of the people that I told, when I told them, even though it's a person that I know they really care about me, they have my best interest, their first comment was, "So you're waiting on this man?" No, I am not waiting on him. No, I am not. I'm waiting on God. And like I said, I'm busy doing stuff, but they don't understand. So, and they do a lot of judging um when you tell them certain things about your kingdom spouse. Yeah. Yeah, and to be honest, doing this whole kingdom spouse like journey and just everything that comes with it, it's almost like when you tell people, it's already hard, and then for you to tell somebody and then they make you feel even worse, you don't need that. So again, I recommend just keep that to yourself. Maybe if somebody else that's walking the walk with you, they're standing and believing, but you have to even be careful with that, because again, there's a lot of people that's jealous, they're doing witchcraft. And witchcraft is not what we really think. People think is, mixing potions and all this other stuff, which it can be, but there's a lot of things that people are doing and it's classified as witchcraft. I did a video about that several months ago. Yeah. Um, the kingdom spouse, if you know who they are, and their family, they will see something different in you, the friends and family on their side, and they will definitely see you as a threat. Yeah. Yeah, that's wow, that's crazy. You said he's wealthy, so they have plenty of reason to want to keep a godly woman away. And see, a lot of times when the kingdom spouse, they have money, they have a lot of people that surround them, and these people, they just want to use them for what they can get. So these people are not trying to feed them positivity or anything like that. They're just around to see what they can get out of that person. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the people, that's the friends and family members of the kingdom spouse, many of them, they don't have a relationship with God. They don't have a relationship with God. And so that was another thing with my kingdom spouse. So it's almost like the enemy, he will use friends and family members of the kingdom spouse. Yeah, they definitely won't understand. I said when it's time for me to get married, I'm even when I get married, I'm not telling like anybody. I just want it to be the two of us and we just go off somewhere. I don't want a large wedding or any of that. Let me see. Does he never understand? Well, I'm thankful that, you guys have subscribed to this channel and you feel like that you're, getting a clearer understanding about the kingdom marriage journey. Like I said, when I first started this channel, I didn't even know that the phrase kingdom spouse existed. Well, when I want to say maybe about I don't know, maybe 3 to 6 months before I started, I was kind of diving into it a little bit. So this is where purpose comes in. Like I said, when I started the channel, I thought that I was going to be talking about business stuff, motivating, encouraging people in that way. And God just started speaking about kingdom marriage. He started just speaking about kingdom marriage. So whatever you guys feel like you are supposed to be doing when it comes to your purpose, just get started because you don't know what God is going to do and how he's going to do it. And then if you're not diving into what God told you to do, that's another way that you're holding up your kingdom love story. Yeah. So, anything else you guys want to talk about? Let me see how long I've been on here. Oh my God, it's almost been an hour. Almost been an hour. So I only seen a couple people that said that they were going to start looking for their dresses. Only a couple people. We have one man in the chat. He said Atlanta darkness. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Wow. Well, I mean, it's up to you. You said your family would be devastated if you got married without them. Every situation is not going to be the same. That's just what I'm choosing to do for my situation. Hopefully, my spouse will be in agreement with it. um, I don't know, but that's just what I want to do. I don't want to make it a big thing. I just want it to be the two of us. But at one point, I wanted a really big wedding, but over time that changed. But if you feel like that, you want your friends and family members there, you said your mom and siblings would be devastated. I would definitely include them, but just make sure that that's what you and your spouse want to do. Yeah, I have a lot of screenshots of dresses too. I'm supposed to be putting them in a scrapbook and I haven't did it yet. I have not did it yet. It's always so much going on. I've picked out 7 dresses. Okay, that's good. So teach me, is it teach me brain? When are you gonna actually go try on dresses? Oh wow. My mom already brought my bridal shower dress. That was nice. Wow. Yeah, everybody's situation is going to be different. I really like what Chrissy Jessie came up with. She's doing her virtual wedding for her subscribers on July 11th. I said, I don't know, just depending on what my spouse say, maybe I might want to do a virtual reception or something like that. So I think that's pretty cool to include your subscribers and your supporters. Yeah. Yes, I say go and start trying on dresses. Go, it can't hurt anything. And so, like I said, this is your way that you're partnering with God, you're activating your faith, you're telling God that you're ready. But also, like I said, that's just one piece of it. It's some other things that you guys are supposed to be doing. So, what else do you feel like God has told you to do? And he may not have said anything when it comes to the kingdom spouse, but it's just him speaking to you specifically. There is something that you're supposed to be doing. Because again, if you're separated from your spouse, and even if you don't know your spouse, they are going to come and join you in this ministry or business. They're going to come along and join you. And to be honest, I'm kind of looking forward to that because right now I'm a one man show and I need the help with all the different stuff that I have going on. So, yeah. Is it anything else that you guys feel like you're supposed to be doing? We've already said that we're going to start looking for dresses. I'm getting my business back on track. Yeah, I'm doing that too. You guys are touching on a lot of things that I was going to do videos on. So, one of the things I'm still going to do a video on this, but I had a home daycare for 5 years and so I had to kind of like slide back on it because I could not find like people to work and it was a lot for me. I ran the daycare like a school and I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into that business. My kingdom spouse was even around at that time when I started the business. And so I had to end up basically closing down and I still do like Saturday camps to give the parents a break where I'll take the kids on trips or we'll just do like fun activities here. And so once I closed the daycare, I knew I was supposed to be diving into some other things. And I guess it was fear or whatever. And so I went and got a job. And so I ended up quitting that job 2 weeks ago because it was nothing but a distraction. All the stuff that I was supposed to be working on, all the stuff that God showed me, I I didn't get anything done because I was working this job. And it's like I know that God has called me to be a business owner, but people don't understand when you become a business owner, it's a lot of work, it's a lot of stress. But if I'm gonna be stressed out for anybody, I'd rather be stressed out for my own business. So I quit and I just said I'm not gonna work for anybody anymore because I feel like I have too much in me when it comes to business. But having a business is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. And so you have to be led by God because some of you guys that say, I don't want a business or whatever the case may be, you know, you might be the person at the company where you're saving souls, you're encouraging other employees at the company to help keep the business running. So you have to be led by God with that. But I'm done working for people. I'm just done with it. Let me see. Stay in expectation. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. What does that mean? Objects and mirrors are closer than they appear. I'm working on my gift shop, raising my credit, being gentle to myself. Oh, I love that. Being gentle to myself. You know, I I do a lot. I have a lot of different ideas, but I have to learn how to take more time for me and just enjoy life more because it seems like I'm always busy doing something. So that is, I love that, being more gentle to myself. You said my job is such a distraction. I'm not happy. My soul dies every day in there. God has been pushing me to focus on my gift shop. Wow. So have you started the gift shop yet? Or that's something that okay, you said you're working on your gift shop. Yeah, I went through that. I want to say back in like 2018, I was working in healthcare, and it was a job where I made the more money than I had ever made in my life. And so I still was not happy there. The owner that I worked for, she wasn't a good person. And so I started going to spiritual conferences, getting my spirit fed. And I just kept praying, asking God, God, when are you going to take me from this job? When are you going to take me from this job? Because I'm not happy, even though I was making so much money. And so that's when I started my daycare. That's when I started my daycare. Yeah. So I don't know. I looks like I'm gonna be revisiting things with my daycare. I'm gonna have to do a live and show you guys because I put so much work into that little business, but I also know God wants me to be working on some other things as well. Let me see. Yeah, if you're unhappy somewhere, that's not where God is calling you to be. Oh yeah, that would be nice. Pinterest, you can do like a lot of people do. What do you call those? The vision boards. That's a really good idea. Okay, you're in the auto industry, family business. Wow, that's amazing. Oh, I see. Things are going to happen sooner than you think. You know, I know that the time is really close for me. And like I said, I'm in this resistance phase. It's like 1 minute, I'm like, okay, I'm ready for him to come. The next day, I'm in this resistance phase where I just don't want to be bothered. I don't want to see him. And so, like I said, somebody on one of my videos, she said she watched another prophetic voice, and they were saying that's how you know that you're really close to the promise. And like I said, that probably makes sense because God did show me when he returns, I am not going to want him, but he was going to find a way to win me back. So I don't know. Part of me feel like some of these things that I'm going through, like this resistance, maybe it's, I kind of feel like it's to show some of the people that watch my videos that God is still going to have his way, even though you feel a certain type of way, because there's a lot of people that watch my videos and they will say, I'm done with him. And I don't understand it because they keep watching and they keep responding to the videos, but they'll still say, I'm done with him. I don't want nothing to do with my kingdom spouse, but you're still following the kingdom spouse video. So I don't know. I'm a little confused about that. So I feel like maybe God is using me in that way to show them that God is still going to have his way at the end of the day. But yeah, I've been dealing with a lot of resistance. It's just an in and out situation. So you have an Etsy shop and Shopify. These jobs keep me distracted. Well, I will say this, even if you guys have a job, like I said, it's nothing wrong with working a job, but I encourage everybody, even if you have a job, find something that you can do on your own, even if it's 5 hours a month where you have started your own business, because at the end of the day, a job can just dispose of you at any time. And as you guys know, in the Bible, everybody pretty much had their own business. So I know it's something that you can do that you're good at. And like I said, it could be a passive income. I would find some type of business that I can do, even if you're working like a 9 to 5 or whatever. Etsy shop, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook is definitely a great start for your business. Yeah, when I started my daycare, I literally got all my clients off of Facebook just running ads. So I didn't have to do any footwork at all. And the TikTok and I do Facebook and Instagram. I haven't gotten into TikTok yet. People keep telling me I should advertise my books on there, but I haven't did that yet. That's amazing. You said you're on everything. So your gift shop, is it virtual or do you have a physical location as well? Had a dream where our dinner date was 8 o'clock and he showed up at 7:40. Okay. I thought you were gonna say something in regards to numbers. I was gonna say, I don't know. There's a lot of prophetic voices. They do the number meaning thing. I'm not a numbers person, but I get what you're saying. I'm not a numbers person at all. Trust and obey, is it Trust and Obey Imagine Ministries, Brittany? She's real good at numbers, and I don't know how she does it because it would drive me absolutely crazy to try to remember what all those different numbers mean. So I thank God for that all the time, that he don't deal with me with numbers. Hmm. Well, God is telling you that he's coming. He's coming. He's probably a little bit distracted. Is he a prodigal? Ask Tasha. Is your kingdom spouse a prodigal? My mood, emotion swings have been back and forth. Tara, what do you mean? Is that in regards to your kingdom spouse or just in general? God, he definitely knows our heart earlier than expected. Hmm. Yeah, guys, find some type of business. So is it anybody on here that don't have a business? A ministry. There's something that you're supposed to be doing for the kingdom of God. So I really have to really kind of like get comfortable with public speaking and things of that nature, because like I said, I know God is calling us to help save souls. Me and my mom was out yesterday, and it was a young guy, Caucasian guy. He was about 19, and he was basically on the streets asking for money. So I gave him some money, and he just started crying. he started crying, and I just felt so bad. And I said, would you like to come into the restaurant with us? I can, buy you some dinner. He didn't want the food. He wanted more money. So I told him, I can't give you more money because I was going to put the dinner on my debit card. But my heart just went out to him. And like I said, such a handsome guy, but you could tell that he was out on the streets, wrapped up probably in drugs or something like that. And I look back now, I thought about that today. I should have been asking him, would he like me to pray for him? I should have did that. So we kind of got to get in the habit of doing that when we run across people in the world that's going through these different situations because they're lost. They don't know what to do. But I regret not asking him, can I pray for him? So I work as a case manager in a hospital. It's crucial making sure that they. That's amazing. Yeah, I did that case management for like a healthcare agency, and I really enjoyed it, but it's stressful. It's stressful. But congratulations. That's amazing. You're going to be graduating. Oh, speaking of graduations, I am graduating. I don't know if you guys know who Bill Winston is, but he's like he has an amazing testimony, but he's a pastor in Illinois. And so he has this a business entrepreneurship class. It's a course. It's a very intense course. It's like 4 months. Actually, it's like a year, and they do the accelerated program that they put into 4 months. And so I went through that program. I'll be graduating on Saturday from that program. They help you do a business plan. They help you do everything for your business. So I'll be graduating on Saturday, and then Sunday is my birthday. So I'm still trying to see what I want to do for my birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Robin. So, yeah. So, guys, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be graduating. So Saturday morning. Thank you for the happy birthdays. I'm trying to see what I'm gonna do, if I'm gonna go out to dinner or if I'm gonna have a dinner at the house. Oh, your birthday is July 2nd. Happy early birthday. What are you gonna do for your birthday? I really wanted to go out of town for my birthday, but I got so much going on. This is not the right time. I've been doing a lot of events with my book. And so I got actually three major events coming up between July and August. I just finished doing three events in less than a week. So I've been doing a lot of events. Going to a seafood restaurant. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can purchase my book. It's a children's book. It's based on affirmations and teaching children how to see themselves the way that God sees them. It's a book series. And so you can purchase the books at kingdomkidaffirmations.com. It's in the description of my YouTube page. So God has been downloading a lot with that. So yeah, it's very rewarding to be an author. So anyone that wants to go through the process of writing a book, I'm going to be offering a class soon. So that guy, he told me to do that over a year ago, and I have not did it. Not did it. So yeah, I'll be posting that soon. So yeah, guys, any other questions or things around kingdom marriage, or um just anything that you guys would want to talk about? Okay. Bendigo, I don't know his last name. He's a dark skinned guy, but I love his channel. His the information that he puts out is very informative. I know he has a large platform, so I wouldn't take it personal, Goldie. I think if I can remember, he might have close to like 100,000 subscribers. So he could have easily missed your questions, but he gives a lot of information on his channel. I absolutely love his channel. Oh, okay. Seafood boil. I've never even had that, believe it or not. I've never had that. We definitely have to be patient when it comes to kingdom marriage. If the thing about it is, if you're focused on marriage every day, that means you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not walking in purpose. There's several things that you're supposed to be doing. Like I said, I think about my kingdom spouse, but I don't think about him a lot. There's some people, and I don't want to offend anybody, but there's some people, they watch kingdom spouse videos from the time that they get up to the time that they go to bed. They're always looking for a word. And like I said, is nothing wrong with watching kingdom spouse videos and getting information, because God speaks through a lot of people. But like I say all the time, the same way that God speaks to this person, that person, he can do the same thing to you, the same thing for you. So there's something that you guys are supposed to be doing if you're thinking a lot about kingdom marriage. There's a lot of people that have commented on my videos, and they're going through a lot of stuff. So we have to be careful that we're not idolizing marriage. God gave me that word a while ago. There's a lot of people, they idolize marriage, and we should not want anything more than we want God. So yeah, we def okay. Lufil. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that or not. Let me see. Yeah, Abendigo. I love his channel. Love his channel. You guys definitely have to check him out if you don't follow him, because he's very informative. And like I said, he's one of the ones that talked about that was talking about sex and marriage, and a lot of people in the comments, they were asking about oral sex. So I don't know, guys. I'm not gonna give you the wrong information. I can't give you anything on that, because like I said, I have to research this stuff myself. But according to Tequila, it's a no. It's a no. It's a no. So yeah. But like I said, you have to be led by the Holy Spirit. It was someone else that was doing a live on that topic today. So I don't know. It's a big topic right now when it comes to marriage, about what you're supposed to be doing in the bedroom when you get married. Hi, is it Blossoming Ministries? Good evening. How are you? We're basically just shooting the breeze at this point. Okay, Dr. LaShawn, you said it's a hard no. Are you talking about for oral sex? Yeah, a lot of people, they're doing videos on that right now. So, guys, again, I'm not gonna pretend to be perfect. Like I said, this is a fairly new channel, And so I'm still trying to get it together. I don't want anybody judging me, but that was the conversation that I had with God. We can't have oral sex. But again, if God tells me no, I'm going to be obedient. Now, all this other stuff, anal and all these, I'm not into all of that. But again, if it's a no, it's a no. So she said no oral sex, even if married, laugh out. I guess not. I don't know. So, like I said, for years, I've heard that once you're married, you can do anything that you want in marriage, but that may not be accurate. That may not be accurate. And so, when Abednego and Tequila did that teaching, it did cause me to just think a little bit more about all of this. Like, even how people got started with like oral sex and anal sex. Did this start when people started watching pornography? So, a lot of different questions just started going through my mind. So, but I don't want to go against anything that God is telling us not to do. Yes, yeah, I do. I love Trust, Obey, and Imagine Brittany. I'm on her channel anytime she goes live. I try to catch her. So she's awesome. So yeah. With with your spouse, what? Is definitely not with your spouse. Are you saying it's not okay to do certain things sexually with your spouse? And I think the hard thing is for so long we've been used to doing certain things, whatever that may be. And so now we have to unlearn a lot of things that seem like it's, hey, look at her. Hey, sis. How are you? Trust and Obey. Imagine Ministries is in the house. Everyone say hello to her. I love her so much. But yeah, a lot of things we have to unlearn. We have to unlearn. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know what to believe with this. But like I said, I had questions as well when it came to certain things. Yeah, Brittany, we're waiting for you to come back and do another live. You know, you can't stay gone too long. You cannot stay gone too long. But I know you said I seen a video that you put up yesterday that God had you in a resting period. So yeah, guys. Yeah, a lot of things we're gonna have to unlearn. So you have to just go before the Lord and whatever He gives you. Um, we don't want to be disobedient, but I know it is hard when we've learned certain things and it's pleasurable. We can no longer do those things, but it's no different from somebody that's been out in the world living a certain way, like a drug addict or a something like that. If you want to clean up your life and live for God the right way, then you have to eliminate certain things out of your life. So, like I said, I'll have to do some research. I'll have to do some research. If you guys find out any information, please let me know. Purity, yes. Yeah. So I mean, I feel like when it comes to like certain things, like when we talk about like threesomes and stuff like that, I'm not in agreement with anything like that. Like I said, anal sex, all of that stuff to me is degrading. But like I said, just take it back to the Lord. He will, even conversations that you think you can't have with God, anything you ask Him, you can talk to Him about. See, and like I said, it's mixed reviews because some people are saying that, people have done teachings and it's okay to do this, and other things is not okay. So I'm not in agreement with bringing other people into the bedroom. I'm not in agreement with toys, anal. So I don't know. Like I said, I have to continue to have conversation with God. But there's definitely it's mixed reviews when it comes to that. So mixed views. So teach me, brain, what do you think? What do you think is allowed? Did you see one of those lives? What do you think is allowed in a bedroom, and what do you think is not okay? So yeah, you have to be led. You have to be led. But like I said, please make sure when you come together with your kingdom spouse, no fornicating until you guys tie the knot, please. Because I feel like a lot of us, we've worked too hard, we've come too far. And, whereas we may have been fornicating at the beginning in the early stages, we can't do those things now. Okay, trust, obey, and imagine. Brittany, she said, oral sex is allowed. So it's just so many mixed reviews. It's insane. So many mixed reviews. But when I seen those videos this week, I was actually in the shower having conversation with God, like, Lord, are you serious? Like, oral sex is allowed? But I don't know. I'm still gonna continue to pray about it. Yeah, blissful. That's what I've always been told. As long as you're married, as long as you are married. This is going kind of fast now. You said even my girlfriends were like, if I loosened up, he wouldn't be with counterfeits. So are they saying like you're too like strict or something, or you're too like uptight and your kingdom spouse has a problem with that? Yeah, and that's part of the reason, like, if you guys are dealing with prodigals, that's part of the reason why they want to be with counterfeits, because the counterfeits, they allow them to do anything that they want to do. There's no room for correction or trying to live, a holy life or live for God. The counterfeit is okay with them doing basically everything under the sun, some of them. Yeah, I'm definitely going to take it back to the Lord. Yeah, used to glorify the Lord. And I didn't even know that until a few months. Like, sex is supposed to be a form of worship. Supposed to be a form of worship. Yeah. So I know when I heard that, I'm like, I'm wondering how all of these kingdom spouses, like these men, how are they gonna feel about this? When you go and have these conversations and say, I cannot do XYZ. So definitely get confirmation from the Lord. Anything you want to know, all we have to do is go and talk to the Lord about it. Yeah, the counterfeits, they're just temporary. They're temporary. And so a lot of them, that's their way of keeping these kingdom spouses because they're okay with them doing stuff that they should not be doing. Hmm, yeah. Guys, I'm trying to get comfortable with doing these lives. I didn't think I was gonna be on here an hour and 30 minutes. We kind of got off topic a little bit, but I'm trying to get comfortable with doing lives. I really want to start doing lives like every Friday night because I'm a night owl. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm just thank you, Brittany. I'm still trying to get comfortable. I'm still trying to get comfortable. So for a long time, I hid my face, and then God was like, I'm not allowing you to do this anymore. You got to come from behind the camera. So now I'm trying to get comfortable with doing lives because I know he's calling me to something else. So it's baby steps. But it's nice to be able to talk at night because sometimes I be up at like 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. So thank you, Tara. Thank you. So what are some other topics that you think you guys may want to talk about? Like I said, a lot of stuff that I was going to talk about, you guys have already addressed it. But originally, when I came on here, I was going to talk about, and I think I mentioned that a little bit, that I'm just glad that God, he's allowing us to witness these kingdom marriages because there's so many people online and they keep saying that the kingdom marriage videos, they're deception. The prophetic people that's giving words on kingdom marriage, there is just a form of deception to get followers and things of that nature. So I'm so glad that this is happening. I mean, it's been less than 2 months and we got 3 marriages. Wow. Yeah, I can't wait. Something that I want to do. I'm just making all types of plans for me and my kingdom spouse. I want to be able to do YouTube videos with him. I don't know if he would be up for that or not, but that's something I want to be able to do. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, like I said, I just have to it's just a matter of get because I know God is calling me to speak on stages. So that's why I say baby steps. He's even given me dreams where I'm going to be like encouraging young girls. And so even that's a big thing. I don't know how many of you guys have people in your families that are not married and they're divorced. But I know that's a big thing in my family where there's been a lot of divorces and there's not a lot of people that's married. So God is even going to use you guys as an example. So, as an example, to just show people what marriage is supposed to be about, what it's supposed to look like. So, something that I'm really passionate about, I really want to be able to like talk to young girls because, and it's not to judge anybody, but it's like, it seems like it's such a trend to have a child and not be married. And so I really want to be able to instill that in young girls and like tell them, like, you can have it all. Like, you can have a husband. Like, we got to get out of this whole baby daddy thing. And it's not to judge anyone, but I just feel like the enemy has really tricked a lot of people, mainly our youth, to make them think that this is all you can have, and you're worthy of a husband, a good husband. So, but yeah. You have a channel, but it's not hype yet. What do you mean it's not hype yet? Are you doing videos every day? Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing videos with my spouse. Hopefully he'll be in agreement with it, but I'll God'll take care of that. Yeah, it's somebody was telling me yesterday that somebody that we knew, the girl, she's 24 and she has 4 kids. And it's like I said, it's not to judge anybody, but no one is having conversation with these kids, mainly the young girls, about what they can have. And so one day I want to do it like a purity challenge. So I want to do a purity challenge with young girls or whatever, where they would just make a promise before God and say that they're not going to have sex until they get married. Oh, just community posts. Why aren't you doing videos? Why aren't you? What is your channel about? Well, you just got to do it. You got to do it. I was scared to get on live. I was scared to show my face. And then God made it where I could not do faceless videos anymore. So I didn't have a choice. So if you feel like God is calling you to YouTube, then eventually he's going to make it happen one way or another. If he's calling you to YouTube, it's going to happen one way or another. You just have to get out there and do it. I've been wanting to do lives for a while. And so God, he has a very different way of speaking to me. I had been wanting to do YouTube for a while, but I kept making excuses. And a lot of people don't know Tequila Coleman is the one that got me started with doing YouTube. She's the one. One day I was on one of her lives, and I don't even know what we were talking about. She was talking to a lot of people that were on the lives, and I was in the chat, and she started talking about YouTube, and she said, "You're running is something that you're afraid of." And she was saying everything that I felt. And so she started a YouTube class. I signed up for that. And then she did a YouTube accountability class where we were doing challenges, but she's the one that got me started with YouTube. So I am very grateful to her. God used her to push a lot of us out there to start up our YouTube channels. Yes. Well, you'll get views. God, if he's using you, if he's calling you to do YouTube videos, then whoever is for you, they're going to be led to your channel. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow. I don't even know how many subscribers I have. Well, the thing of it is, anytime blooming, when you're like talking about God or anything like that, you're gonna get people that's gonna basically trolls. When I did that live the other day, it was a bunch of trolls. It was some other people in the comments or whatever, or in the chat or whatever, but it was, you're gonna get trolls that's just gonna come on the enemy. He's gonna send his little minions or whatever, agents or whatever you want to call it. So that's really gonna come in anything that you do when it comes to God. So yeah, Tequila, I love her videos, and her and Trust and Obey, Brittany, they just popped up on my YouTube feed one day, and those are the top two people that I follow. Like I said, I only follow about 5 or 6 people, but um, it started with Tequila. I learned a lot from her, and like I said, God used her for me to start my YouTube channel. And so you just got to get started. So, like I said, God, He has a very different way of speaking to me. Even if you guys notice, I haven't been doing videos for the past couple of weeks, even for the past couple of months. I've been off course. At one point, I was posting videos like every day. And then, like I said, I've been helping my mom a lot because she just relocated back to Chicago. So I've been helping her. It's been a lot with that process. But then I've been going through this thing with the kingdom spouse where I'm feeling resistance. And so God used a former friend that I encouraged probably 10 years ago. She's really good at speaking. 10 years ago, I encouraged her. I told her, you need to start a YouTube channel. And so this girl, she has over 50,000 subscribers now. I didn't know her YouTube channel or anything, but God uses her all the time to just pop up in my feed, and that's Him saying it's time for you to get back on YouTube because you're going to be here, but you got to keep doing the videos or whatever. So there's a lot of people I'm calling you to. Oh, you're in Chicago? Teach me brain. Wow. That's amazing. Maybe we should meet one day. That's amazing because I don't know. It's, you know how it is with isolation, when God has you to separate. So I don't even have a lot of people that I'm connected to at this point. Yes, Shannon. Like I said, there's a few of them. Jessica, I think her channel is Following Holy Spirit. It's about 5 or 6 of them that I listen to, but I've stopped listening to so many people. So you just gotta see who God is calling you to and just listen to those people. But I don't encourage to listen to a whole lot of people, especially around kingdom marriage. So because a lot of people know that kingdom marriage is a very popular topic, and so people will use that topic just to get views. So Ray for Christ, I think I does she have like, does she wear glasses, and does she have like twists in her hair? I listen to Christina, is it Bold for Christ? I listen to her as well. She has a lot of good videos as well. Okay, yeah, we'll have to see how we can connect. Yes, Jessica. Yeah, like I said, it's about 5 or 6 people. But you have to be just have to be led. You have to be led. I know Tequila was telling me that not telling me, but she was telling people on her lives that God is going to use someone to speak to you about your situation, um, when it comes to just kingdom marriage and some other things. And that's when I ran across Trust and Obey Brittany. And a lot of her videos, it was like they just spoke directly to my situation. So Okay, yeah. I just ran across her channel and she seems pretty genuine. So, yes, Brittany, she has an amazing channel. I'm hoping she don't stay gone too long. So yeah. So it's 12:30 where I'm at, guys. Are you guys night owls? Do you guys prefer lives like at night or during the day? Like I said, I'm a bit of a night owl. Let me see my laptop. It looks like it's about to die out. We've been on here almost 2 hours. I had no idea I was going to be on here this long. Had no idea. Yeah, what I really want to do, I really want to do like for my lives like a radio show. Let me see. I'm gonna be getting off soon because my battery is dying. Um, hold on. I really want to do like a almost like a radio show where people can call in, like how you guys are putting your comments in the chat. You would be able to call in to say what you want to say, but I don't know how to set that up. I've been trying to do some research on that, and even like having like different co-hosts on there and we can talk about different things. But like I said, I don't know how to set that up right now. I'm still trying to figure it out. Thank you, Blooming. I receive it. I receive it. Thank you so much. Tara, you're a night owl. Yeah. 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 So I don't know. I'm thinking about trying to see if I can maybe start doing lives on Friday nights. I'll see. I gotta get my schedule together because like I said, I'll probably do a live tomorrow, but I wanted to talk about entrepreneurship and how I'm going to be diving back into what was given to me. So Brittany at Trust and Obey, she did a word about try again. I heard some other people talking about that as well. So I'm going to be diving back into some things that I feel like God is calling me to. So I may do a live on that tomorrow. You know what? So with the coaching calls, I have set up something called email coaching because my schedule is so sporadic. That's the only reason why I have not considered actual coaching calls. I wanted to do coaching emails because that way it gives me more flexibility. All the stuff that I have going on, I would hate to miss out, miss somebody's scheduled coaching call. So, if anybody is interested in that, let me know. You can email me, but that's what I'm trying to do in regards to the coaching because I did take Tony Gaskin's his coaching program. So, so you said Zoom and Zoom Microsoft Teams. What is that for? Is that for the radio show or what is that for? It's some type of way that people do that on YouTube, but like I said, they're able to look at the live chat as well as have people to call in and have conversation. I don't know if that's through Zoom, but I've been trying to like I said, figure it out. WhatsApp group. So are you talking about Tara? Are you talking about for a potential radio show that I can do this on? Radio show and coaching calls. Yeah. I'll pray about it. I really wanted to do the email coaching. Have any of you guys ever heard of email coaching? It's almost like having a pen pal and you just email them whatever you may want to talk about and then they respond back to you. Or do you prefer, like, if you are somebody that's looking to sign up for coaching, you would prefer seeing somebody on Zoom or talking to them on the phone? StreamYard. See, all of this stuff I have to I have to get familiar with. I know Tequila, she was talking about StreamYard, but I'll have to see. I just, like I said, with all the different things that I'm doing right now, I don't want to miss somebody's call if they have a scheduled call. Sometimes emails can pile up. Um, I don't know. I'll see. I do have a separate email account for my YouTube platform. So we'll see. I'll continue to pray about it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I feel like God was telling me to start with emailing, but I guess eventually I'm gonna have to probably come from behind that as well and just make the time. I really want to do like like I said, like this women's group, and everybody get on Zoom like once a week and we just have different conversations about different things. It's more personable. So I don't know. I'm going to put some in place and just see what type of response I get from it. Yeah, I mean, I guess I can. It's really just a matter of just really planning out my schedule and sticking to it. But like I said, my schedule can be kind of sporadic. Things pop up at the last minute. And then, so I try to, do things where I don't really require like an actual schedule, but we'll see. We'll see. I'll definitely pray about it. But I know a lot of people over the years, I used to have, and I still have people that will call me, friends that will call me about relationships. I'm on the phone for hours talking to you. And I'm like, you know what? I don't mind helping people, but I need to start charging people for my time, because if a person is not trying to make any improvement and they just want to call and vent, I'm like, I need to be charging for my time at this point. So, but yeah, I've had a lot of people that will just call me to, just to vent and get advice and stuff like that. Prophetic Diary, that name sounds familiar. Prophetic Diary, I don't know why that name sounds familiar. She even had payment plans with PayPal. And see, with the email coaching, I know a lot of people that do coaching, they charge like 50 and up. Email coaching would be a lot cheaper than that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Prophetic Diary. I don't know why that name sounds so familiar. Mm. What is her channel about? Is it about kingdom marriage? There's a what is that other lady's name that I listen to? Um I can't think of her name. I can't think of her name. But Tara, I seen you on her channel. We spoke in a chat. I can't think of her name right now. I don't know. It's something encouragement. I can't think of her name right now. Yeah, well, my kingdom spouse, and that's why I say, and I'm being funny, but I'm not being funny. We gonna have to hurry up and get married because I know what our chemistry is like. And like I said, I have come too far. I refuse. I don't want to do kissing. I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to do any of that. Tremaine, yes, I love her so much, and oh my God, I don't even want to get into talking about her situation, but yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. Tremaine, I love her too. And she has an amazing voice as well. But yeah, a lot of kingdom spouses, they are on the way, guys, on the way. I've had so many visions of men in suits. And so there the return is very close because God keeps showing me where these men, they're already in suits. That means they're ready. God, all he has to do is snap his finger and things can change with these kingdom spouses just like that. That's why I said, are you guys ready? If your kingdom spouse, if they show up at your door tonight, do you feel like you're going to be 100% ready? Do you feel like you're 100% ready? And then also for the people that have prodigals, the people that have prodigals, even if they're a prodigal or not, don't expect them to come perfect. If they're coming back or if they're not coming back, they're not going to be perfect. So God showed me that as well, and it's very important not to judge them because a lot of you guys, you're going to have to pray with them. You're going to have to continue to pray for them. Some of them, they may not even be used to praying. You're going to help bring them to deliverance. So the work is it's going to be continuous. It just doesn't stop when, the marriages come together. Yeah, I refuse to go back. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. We have to be married. Yeah, you're right, Tara. It's all about the heart posture. But do you feel like you are content where you are, or do you feel like you would say, God, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Couldn't you have given me a little bit more time? Like, do you feel like you're 100%? Even though we're not perfect either. They're not going to return perfect. They're not going to come perfect. And then the other thing is some of the kingdom spouses you guys might have to help. Um, Many of them, and these are words that I've given in my videos in the past. Some of them, they may need a place to stay. A lot of them, they're going to lose everything. Are you prepared for however they may return? However they may return. And then on the other hand, God showed me this in a dream as well, that some of the kingdom spouses that's returning, there's some areas where you guys might need help. And the kingdom spouses are coming back to help you in the areas that you need help. Yeah, the Book of Philemon. Yeah, I did a video a while back and I referred to that. So yeah, guys, it's almost that time. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm gonna say. I mean, I know God is going to be leading all of this and he's going to give me more revelation. But part of me is wondering when that time comes, what am I going to say? God has given me some questions to ask. He hasn't given me a whole lot, but he's given me some questions to ask my kingdom spouse. Trusting in the Lord as always. We cannot. Definitely not giving into the enemy. And the enemy, he's so clever. And like I said, you guys, I don't know if anybody do the early praying. I mean, you can pray and talk to God anytime, but when you do it early in the morning, it really makes a difference. But just being intentional about spending that time with him so you don't open yourself up to deception. Yeah. It's 18 people in the chat. It's been 2 hours. Wow. Did not think I was gonna, but I am enjoying this. I wish I could hear you guys' voices though, and you could talk back to me. So, like I said, that's why I want to see about setting up that radio show. Yeah, you definitely have to forgive. And so that was one of the things that I wanted to mention. Do you feel like you're in a place of forgiveness when it comes to your kingdom spouse? Because a lot of them, they've done some really awful things. Do you feel like you're in a state of complete forgiveness? Are Blooming, are you talking about a video that I did a while back about the knock at the door? Hmm. But yeah, are you in a place where you feel like you've completely forgiven your spouse? So I know, like, with my situation, like, um, I don't know, a lot happened. Let me see. Yeah, a lot happened towards the end. And I know that was even God, like something had to happen in order to cause the separation. In order for you to get to the place that you're at now, in order for your spouse to get to where they need to be, where God is working on them. The separation had to happen. For a lot of us, we probably have endured a lot, so we had to get to a breaking point where there was just a separation. So I don't, like I said, I was the one that walked away, and then when I walked away, he just, he got really upset and he did something that was really unacceptable. And so that's the one thing the enemy has tried to use, even though God allowed me to forgive him for that. That's the one thing that the enemy tries to use with me to keep me or to have me to revert back to feeling some type of way about him. Oh yeah, that was really something. Yep, that knocking, I clearly remember that. But that's not the first time I've heard knocking. I've been like in bed and it's literally like somebody is knocking at my door. And so for me, I feel like how you know you truly forgive someone if they're in need of something, let's just say if they were in need of food, if they were in need of a place to sleep for the night, they didn't have anywhere to go. They may be in need of money to get a hotel. If you feel like you can help a person when they're in need, to me, that represents forgiveness. So, yeah. So, yeah, guys, that's it. I'm going to be ending things soon because my laptop is about to die. I don't know if I look fuzzy to you guys, but when I look at myself in my laptop, it's really fuzzy for some reason. I don't know if it's clear on your end, but it looks fuzzy. And my phone is too small. So I don't know that other lady that was on here, but if your spouse, if they, thank you, Tara, but is it clear or does it look fuzzy? Blooming, that's my story as well. We met in the world, did a lot of worldly things. And so some things I want to like kind of save. So, when we come together, it'll be a testimony and hopefully he'll like join me on videos and stuff like that. Okay, great. Thank you. Because it's been looking fuzzy this entire time on this end. So, but yeah, we were in the world. So, but yeah, I always feel like I've had like a spiritual call on my life. I always loved God, but I wasn't all the way there. I guess I was trying to be on both sides of the fence, live for God and still doing worldly things. So, and then like I said, it had to be a breaking point because God wanted to get something out of me, and he wanted to get some things out of him as well. So that's a lot of stories for a lot of different people on here. Yeah. Yeah, I want to like I said, there's been a number of people that have commented on the videos that they 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 don't forgive their spouse. They don't want anything to do with them, and I would love to talk to some of those people like on live to understand, because I just don't understand like why they are still like watching Kingdom Spouse videos. But I don't know, maybe God is just doing a work in them and then something is just going to change. Mm, yeah, it all starts with influence of the world. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how all of this is going to unfold. So when you guys come together with your kingdom spouses, do you feel like cuz I feel like I want to interview some people. Do you feel like you would be open to like sharing your story with people? I know some people they've decided to keep things private for a while because of, the wicked plans of the enemy. Yeah. There's a lot of plans, like I said, that I have for this YouTube channel when we come together. So we shall see. Yeah. Do any of you guys have like a lot of people in your family that's divorced and not married? because like I said, I feel like God is even using many of us to be examples to our family members. Yeah, the enemy, anything that has anything to do with marriage, family, anything like that, the enemy, he doesn't want it to happen. I mean, even right now, I'm dealing with a lot with my family. I've been trying to like bring family members together, and it's like the enemy is just constantly at work, constantly at work. It's insane. Yeah, I understand that, Tara. People don't understand, like, it takes a lot of energy to stay mad. It takes a lot of energy to stay mad, bitterness, unforgiveness. It takes a lot. And when you let all of that stuff go, you just feel free. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Bloomy, and that's why I said, when that time comes, I just want a private ceremony between the two of us. Like, I'm going all the way private. I'm going all the way private. Just the two of us. And then we will come back and do some type of reception or something like that. Blooming, have you started looking for your wedding dress yet? I think you came on late. We were talking earlier about looking for wedding dresses because I was out running errands today, and I ran across a boutique where I seen a potential wedding dress. Yeah, it's a lot of witchcraft. And like I said, you guys got to really be careful who you're listening to on YouTube, because there's a lot of pretenders out there as well. So, yeah. So, yeah, guys, I don't know. It's almost 1 in the morning and this is about to die. I may come back on tomorrow if I can. I got tons of topics that I can talk about. So maybe tomorrow, I don't know. I may start trying to schedule some lives. I'll have to see how I can do that through YouTube. So, yeah. Okay, guys, I'm going to be ending things. My laptop is about to die. It's about to die. So I'm going to try to come back on tomorrow. I think just how I started doing videos in the beginning, I had to do them every day and I became more and more comfortable. So it's going to be the same thing with doing these lives or whatever. So I guess that's it. Everybody have a good and blessed night. And hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, we definitely have to pray over our food. And that's why, to be honest with you, I'm trying to get to the place where I'm not even eating out anymore. Um, I'm really trying to get back to like a plant-based lifestyle. So, but I like Chick-fil-A. So sometimes when I'm out, I will get Chick-fil-A fries or whatever. But yeah, there's a lot going on where people are doing all types of stuff to food and praying over the food and stuff like that. So I'm trying to get to the point where I'm just cooking again. And then if I'm out, I'll just take my meals with me. I would even like to see if I can start like a garden or something like that. But yeah, there's a lot going on. So we definitely have to make sure we're praying over our food. Yes, please. Please, like I said, I want to start a group and do these different challenges. So I'll put something together. I want to continue to pray on it. But God, like I said, He gave me a name for the group and everything. But I love the name and I know what He's trying to do. But I want to get that name trademarked before I put it out there. So, because I think Tequila was saying she had to do something like that because there was somebody trying to steal the name God Ordained Marriages. So I'll see. Maybe I'll just start the group without the official name until I get it trademarked. I got a lot of stuff that I got to get trademarked. So yeah, I Chick-fil-A, it's just something about their fries. And then another thing is I love their ice. They have like this really soft ice that I like to just chew on. So I guess you don't consider Chick-fil-A a fast food restaurant? Yeah, I love Chick-fil-A. So all right, guys. Yeah, and to be honest with you, I don't even do meat like that anymore. Like I said, I'm trying to get back to plant-based and just do like seafood every once in a while, maybe once or twice a week. But when I went on a plant-based I don't want to say diet, but lifestyle, my skin was super clear. The weight came off just like that, and God has been calling me to get back to that for a while. So, but yeah, Chick-fil-A is my thing. My mom is always teasing me about that. So, yeah, we definitely, like I said, pray over everything. Why are you asking me my age? I thought he will. How old do I look to you? You don't ask a woman their age. You don't ever ask a woman her age. Ladies, is that appropriate to ask a woman her age? His name is Wee. How old are you? I'm just wondering why is he asking? You don't ask a woman her age. And I'm just playing, but I'm being serious at the same time too. Yeah, I know God he's told me to stop eating dairy. So I mean, I used to eat those little egg bites at Starbucks all the time. I can't eat those anymore. I used to love to eat eggs. I don't eggs, cheese. He told me to stop eating dairy. So yes, I love that. We stopped counting, and I'm just playing we, but at the same time, I don't know if your mom ever told you never